video is going to be a little different. It has been raining out, so no outside time. I did get to water the garden, our corn. It is, y'all, it has been raining so much today, and it was windy, so my corn that's about a foot tall is bent over. So this weekend is going to be a Lowe's weekend, and definitely going to have to get something to help, I don't know, like stakes, something to help it stand up straight. I'm also going to get some topsoil to fill in a hole where my dog has decided to make a den, because apparently in a past life he was a wolf. All that is a good time. I'm enjoying that immensely. So like I said, today's video is a little different. I actually made blueberry scones. So this video kind of goes over my train wreck of an attempt at doing this while talking to imaginary people on the other side of the camera. I am not a TV chef. I'm not even a chef. I haven't been to school. But it was fun. It was the first time. If y'all like it, I might do more. It's really whatever makes people smile is what I'm trying to do. In this time where I'm building Koinos, and until we're at a place where it's not 102 gazillion degrees outside, because we live in Florida, the surface of the sun, at some point, hopefully in the future, we might be able to do some gatherings and go primitive camping. But all of this is to build the ultimate dream, which is having a retreat center in the mountains. Rebecca and I want to have something called the mountaintop. I think that's what she called it. I'm terrible with names, but we do want to have a retreat center, have a place where people can even take vacations, bring your kids, live on a working, sustainable homestead type deal, not necessarily off grid, but it is what it is. So all of this is building up towards that ultimate goal of pastoring and ministering and living as closely to God's creation as humanly possible. So this video is making food. I think you'll enjoy it. What I can say is I've had half a scone. It is really good. I will be making, because I added more. Yeah, you'll see. Thanks for watching. So I've been doing a lot of cooking and baking, really kind of tapping into my Southern roots, I guess. I feel like people are saying some not nice things, but it's kind of like channeling my ancestors. And I made mention of Paula Deen because, well, it's Paula Deen. I'm gonna wash my hands right quick because I did just touch my hair. So today I am going to make blueberry scones. Now these blueberry scones are not your typical blueberry scones. Now, while I would love to have your typical blueberry scones because, well, they're tasty, they're also full of sugar, full of carbs. So I'm actually making a low-carb, keto-friendly blueberry scone, and it's going to be made with Carb Quick, which, if you don't know about Carb Quick, I definitely recommend looking into it. It really drops the carb count down. And it doesn't taste much difference. Like, you can make waffles and pancakes and it has that flavor. Don't go too adventurous with it. I tried that once and it's not the same as flour. That being said, you can use it as a breading. I made fried pork chops this afternoon for lunch and it was great. But so to start off, you use a cup of Carb Quick, which you got right here. So I'll throw that in. A teaspoon of baking powder. And I used a teaspoon of stevia because I don't so much enjoy the Splenda outside of my coffee. So I've got a teaspoon of each in here. And then you combine those three things, and I probably need a spoon. Old school wooden spoon. Who has flashbacks with those? I actually don't. I think I got spanked maybe 2 or 3 times. And it was usually when reason was not working. So this spank happened, and then the long psychological conversation with my dad, the psychologist, happened, which was usually great. whatever I did, I didn't do it again, and I definitely don't remember what I did, but I remember the talks because I learned something. And I had to get whatever was happening at that time, I guess I had to get out, and that smack, and it wasn't even, you know, hard, but it got my attention. And I knew whatever choices I was making, they were not the correct ones. And then the conversation happened. It was never done out of anger. It was never just smacked back of the side of the head, no. Anyway, that's a digress. So here we go. I've got Carb Quick, baking powder, and Splenda. I'm gonna cut in, I don't need my eggs. I'll cut in 2 tablespoons of butter. So, and I like the Kerrygold. Kerrygold is great. So, growing up, we always used Lana Lakes. But when Rebecca started getting the Kerrygold, it is the closest to what my daddy used to describe as butter. And so it's very rich, very creamy, stuff that I did not know butter could be like, because Lana Lakes is not that. It's very factory, I guess is the word. So anyway, I would recommend not using a masher. I also have this, and I could cut it in. I'm going to use this. But if you have one of those old school actual dough cutters, it's the round with the handle and you just go, use that. I wish when I was going through my parents' house after they both passed, I wish that I had grabbed that, because not only did it match my dishes, but it's much easier to do it this way. So see, this is why you want a masher. But yeah, you get a spoon, it'll work. It does the trick, as my dad used to say. You find the workarounds, whatever you need to do, and you do it. So we'll get this done, and we'll go from there. This could take a while. So this is a fail already, right? This is definitely not my mama's scones. My mama could bake anything. She was from Chicago, outside of Chicago. Woo-wee. She could just, you know, baking is, I'm not gonna use this. Baking is a science, right? So you wanna be exact. That's why I say you don't wanna just be adventurous, it's exact. So, all right. So we got that pretty much cut in. I'm gonna stir it for good measure. We'll go from there. And next step, until it is crumbly. Boop, boop, boop. Always feels like you're stabbing something, right? But you're not. I'm not stabbing anything. I'm getting my dough nice and crumbly. Boop, boop. If you've not made something from scratch, y'all, now that we've got this time, however long it lasts, if you've got kids at home, try to cook with them, try to bake with them. Not only are you teaching them a life skill, but they're gonna remember it. My favorite memories growing up were baking with my mom. Every Christmas, we would bake something. And I remember cooking with Dad. My dad could fry a chicken. Good Lord. And he was from outside Charleston. For those of you who don't know, a little town called Ridgeville. And growing up, that was the place to go. You didn't want to stay in the city because it was fun, but you went in there and did what you needed to do, and you went back up to the town. So that was that. So the next step, if you've got grated lemon zest or lemon peel, I would recommend using that. It says 1 tablespoon. I'm actually going to use a half a teaspoon of lemon extract to get a nice blueberry lemon kind of flavor. But I don't want it too lemony, and we all know how strong extract can be. That would not be what I want for anybody. So I've got that, and then I add lemon zest and blueberries. So I've got fresh blueberries that I picked up from Sprouts. I love it because they're fresh. I don't need to create a simple syrup. I don't need to do anything. I just need to mix. So we're gonna break them down. Start mixing. Yeah. Blueberries, when they're crushed and broken, they give off that really just deep blue color. And that's my dog because my neighbors are having their lawn mowed. That's always a good time. Sorry about that. Gotta love it when the lawnmowers for next door get loud. My poor dog thought he was gonna lose his mind. So I've got the Carb Quick and the baking powder, the Splenda, the grated lemon or lemon extract. I'm gonna add in the egg. I did not, instructions call for about a half a cup of blueberries, right? I might have put in the entire thing, so instead of that, I have about a quart. We should still be all right. What I did behind the scenes, I actually added a little more of the Carb Quick, and I'm probably gonna add some more actually, because that's wet. Again, you want it to be a dough, and I have a really good batter. So let's do that a little bit at a time. And you know, with scones, the instructions on this are, you know, if it's too dry, add a little bit of water. You can add cream. Mine's a little too wet, so I'm gonna add a little more of the Carb Quick. And then when you get to a place where you're ready, you drop into equal portions. So they call it like make them 4. This is probably gonna be about 6. And I've got the 1/4 cup measure because I don't want to do a lot at a time. I really just want it to be more like dough than a batter. And here we go. Once I have this all mixed, I'll show it to you. So you've got yourself that. So like I said, my oven is preheated. I've got the scones right here. We'll put it in. And you want to bake it for 20 minutes. All right, so I will see y'all in 20 minutes. Hey y'all, so we are back 20 minutes and I'm gonna pull them out of the oven. And we will see these scones that I have made. Ooh-wee. Forget how hot it can be. But look at this. And there you go. We've got blueberry scones, a little brown on top. We'll let them cool. Because they're really, really hot. So that is my adventure for the day. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Like I said, I am really just getting back into my roots and really enjoying cooking. I hope that you find time to cook as well. It is a gift that you can give to others, but The things that I'm making, I'm not sure if they're for myself or for others. All of that being said, thank you for joining. Go out there and cook. And as Paula Dean says, with love and tastiness from my kitchen to yours. Thanks so much.